Hi, this is Tino, Music You Can See. We're at Winter NAMM, and I'm with Leeza Miller, who's a musician, a voiceover artist, actress, everything.
And a vocalist.
A vocalist, well, obvious. You do musical theater?
I have in the past, yeah. But mostly recording, songwriting, you know, just live performance. Recording is my heart.
So you have a real interesting background, because you're not from Los Angeles. You're from Motortown.
Well, I was born here, but I ended up at Motown, yeah.
And it was because your mom
was a songwriter and a vocalist, and she and her sister had a duo, and they were called the Lewis Sisters, and they were signed as writers and an act at Motown. And I did a demo because the demo singer didn't show up, and I got signed the next month by Berry Gordy. They sent... Yeah.
Wow.
So I went back to Detroit, and I would spend a lot of time back there. And I was in the old Motown, Hitsville, USA. So
where a young Stevie Wonder started. And
Stevie was there all the time, and I knew everybody. But as a kid, you know, I was, hey Stevie, hey Marvin, hey Diana.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was the same age as Barry's kids, so we tutored together, and I would live with them.
Wow, that's an amazing childhood. I hope you stayed in contact with a lot of them.
Most of them, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing. But my career really did kind of graduate into more of a Brazilian jazz influence because I worked with Sergio Mendes.
Oh, you did work with Sergio Mendes?
I did.
Please talk about Bossa Nova.
Oh my gosh, it was an amazing experience. I did an audition and got it that day. Brazilian jazz was a whole new world for me. My mom and aunt did jazz, and Les McCann was a lifelong friend, jazz pianist.
Okay.
So because I had worked with him so much and he had mentored me in many ways, it was a natural progression, but very difficult. Coming from blue-eyed soul and getting into Brazilian jazz was extremely delicate and very precise. So singing in Portuguese was also another challenge.
Wow. Yes, I can imagine that because that's the language you obviously don't speak.
Oh, it's so beautiful, yeah.
Wow.
And so I was with him for many, many years and toured the world and did records, you know, every year.
Now, help me with the history. Sergio Mendes and Herb Alpert.
Yes.
I think didn't they both marry the backup singers?
Okay.
So
yes, Herb Alpert married Lonnie Hall.
Wow.
And Sergio Mendes married Gracinha Leporassi.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which eventually you filled in their position.
Well, Gracinha sang with us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You got to work with Sergio's wife.
I did, yes, for a long, long time. And the band members were amazing. Paulino da Costa, Oscar Castro Neves, who unfortunately we lost recently, and Sebastian Neto, and Claudio Sloan, who we also lost. Just brilliant, amazing musicianship.
Yeah, he has a sound that's just no one else has. Well, Bossa Nova, Masquinada. That was my favorite. And then you could take a Beatles song and just turn it into
Fool on the Hill.
Wow.
Yeah,
he did that. He did.
And he also did, a variety of different songs like Scarborough Fair, and he melded his music into a different style, but still kept that bossa nova feeling.
Right.
So and when I came in, I presented a lot of new material, and ended up doing an Elton John song, and ending up doing an Edgar Winter song, and finally, years later, I ended up doing Never Gonna Let You Go, which was the single that really changed his image in a lot of respects. I did it with Joe Pizzullo, an amazing vocalist, and it was one of his biggest records. So, and it was much more United States oriented.
Oh, okay.
So it was a departure for him, but a very good one.
Interesting. Yeah, he definitely brought bossa nova to the U.S.
Definitely. And
with
Herb
the help
Alpert.
of Herb Alpert, A&M Records.
Absolutely, yes,
and
they
Moss.
were. Well, I see a lot of the guys, and I go out oftentimes and sit in and sing with them because they are unique and they're historical.
So right now you're also doing some voiceover for, I think, maybe some comic book stuff?
Yes, I had done a lot of Marvel voiceover for many years, and so now I'm doing mostly animation. Yeah, and there's always something new coming out. Generally,
especially animation-wise, it's a big deal right now.
Especially, yeah. Gaming is something that I'm also, looking toward. It's a little more. It's more of a workhorse sort of thing because it takes a little longer. So I enjoy getting a character in a show, but it's all wonderful. Anything vocal, I'm there.
Where can we find you online?
Well, you can look at leezamiller.com, and just about everything I'm doing is on there. And
it's kept up current?
It's kept up, yes, sir.
Very cool. Tino, Music You Can See, Leeza Miller. We're at Winter NAMM.
Thank you, Tino.